I am 0.75 miles in on the Percy Loop trail. This is my first attempt at winter backpacking this season. So many birch trees, every shade of white. There's a waterway here, and the trail suddenly gets steeper. My map shows I must be nearing the tent site. Percy Loop Camp is located here along the Cohost Trail, which goes all the way to the border of Canada. Platform. And a short ways over there in the woods is a privy. There's a bear box. If I had only known that, I wouldn't have had to carry a 2-pound bear canister up here. It is 1 p.m. I have set aside my heavy bag in the forest with a note which says, I am going to the summit and coming right back. Please don't take my stuff. So let's go. This trail is a jumbled mess of rocks and a little spooky in the shade, but it's early in the day. A sunny, dry day. So this seems the wisest choice to the summit, which is rocky. I've gone less than half a mile, and I am so happy to see this beautiful scene. Some sunlight spilling over. And I can feel this trail curling around to what must be the best shot up toward the summit. I made it around the J, and here's the summit approach. Feels good. I hear voices up here.
Petrified.
Yes.
This is a
little bit of that. I'm trying to remind myself to breathe. It seems like you start holding your breath, like.
You're doing great.
Oh,
Because
yes.
you're being so careful. It's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
That is South Percy. It's kind of funny that not too long ago I said I just refuse to step on any slanted rock. This is quite a slanted rock. But I got new boots, and they have Vibram soles, and I've decided that makes a world of difference. Keep going. Starting to get easier. Going to the highest point. Oh wow. Okay, you know how people sit at the summit and have lunch, and I'm not doing that. Don't want to. I found that slab part a little bit scary, and I just want to start going down nice and slow. Seems everyone I've spoken to has also done the other summit. Because it's right there. Feel the connection of your leg, of your muscle, of your knee joint, and the boot. The boot in the ankle, and your actual foot pressing to the rock, pressing. It's grippy. This is what I would call a little big mountain, and that means aspects of it resemble an easy experience, an easy trail, mostly that it is short and there is mostly solid stepping, but it gives you the feeling of a great big scary mountain because of the rock slab, exposure, views. And to me, part of the trail, even through the woods, was a great unknown, a little bit steep here and there, like a taste of bigger things without the hours and days. Some melting ice right around here. Watch for where the water touches roots, can be very slippery. Okay, here I am at the trail juncture between the loop trail from which I came. The other way is the Peaks Trail for people doing the other summit as well, but I'm going back the way I came. One of those nice ladies told me she was going to feel a lot safer when she got to that trail juncture, finishing up the slab rock. I agree. And then she said that earlier in the day she spoke with another hiker who had said he camped around here last night and there was a bear which ran away. And you know, I almost wish she didn't tell me that, but of course she did. I would too. Of course you're going to try to help someone by telling them, so they get to make a decision. And now I get to make the decision. Does a bear sighting near the campsite scare me away? So, anyway, gotta keep your mind on the present, and that is to look at all these roots on the ground and avoid stepping on them. There's some old dried moose droppings, which I personally find exciting. I love the idea of a moose just roaming through here, through all those sticky trees. It's amazing. Nobody is at the one tent platform, so I guess that's be me. It is 3:13, 30 degrees, and I'm ready to get out my stuff. There's my big bag, tent poles. I brought that super lightweight summit sack and a fanny pack, some camera gear, socks, mittens, booties. There's a bag full of like cleaning, like toothbrush and stuff. Here's some guy lines and tent pegs, my kettle, my bear can, fuel, stove. Here we have the tent and the fly. Hot water is in this insulated bag. Air mat, winter sleeping bag, foam pad, couple pillows, clothes, pants I had on, my poles, and my hat. And there's the spot. Let's do it. I don't remember how to do a guy line. 4 o'clock. Tent is up. I get cell service here. I texted my husband and told him about the bear possibility. He said, make sure all your smellables are in that bear box. Nothing in the tent. So that's what I've been working on. Lip balm, lotion, toothpaste, all of that in the bear box tonight. Or in my bear can, I guess. Because I don't really like bear boxes. If I were in charge of the bear box, I would put it farther from the tent site. Like down there. If I were a bear and I lived around here, I would hear that creaky metallic bear box open and close, and then I would know there are humans there and they have food. And I would wait for them to go to sleep or leave, and I would look around. I was in the mood for peanut butter and jelly. That's what I brought. It's getting so dark, and I wish I knew more of that guy's story about the bear. What time did it come? How did he know? Which way did it come from? He must have just heard something. That would be scary. I'll be turning my Audible book on. Great book I got. Great book.
Okay.
It's morning time, and there was no bear.
Hooray! My bear can was undisturbed in the night. I learned about this hike from a book. The book is about a list called 52 with a View. 52 mountains with a nice view that did not make the 48 list. The 48 4,000 footers. I read somewhere else that one of the reasons they made the 48 list was to spread people out. People wanted to go hiking in New Hampshire, they didn't really know where to go, and they all ended up at the most popular trails, leading to overuse. So the list 48 helped to encourage people to go to some other mountains for a change. And I suppose the 52 list also does that. And I would hope my YouTube channel also does that to some degree. The end.